What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Bobby Ross for coming through and boosting up the coin. So, we got another update for you, man, who right now regarding Conor Mcgregor. His wife, Dee Devlin, has now broken her silence. And, man, she's down bad. She's down bad. She has been psyoped bigly. But Muktapa, the Mystic Mac, has run some serious game on her. That's what we can conclude. Here we go. Here's the bar she put out yesterday. My man and I have created a beautiful life together. Your man and all of his concubines and I. My man, his concubines. My man, his numerous and plentiful, mostly full, concubines and I have created a beautiful life together. Yeah, because you want his life like that, right? Because on Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, maybe Sunday morning or Monday morning, he went with you. So it's not McGregor's life, for example. Let's think of someone. I don't know. Pick someone. I don't know. Pick Carl Froch or Tony Bellew. 6 days out of the week, probably 7 days out of the week. What are they doing? You can arguably say. I'm trying to think of someone else who's more. That'll do for now. Take them ones. Yeah? You can say they've built a beautiful life. You don't see them buck wild with this thing here and that thing there. Oops. So they've built a beautiful life. You though, he just playing with it, right? He's a weekend daddy. He's a weekday daddy. Not even a weekday. He out on Thursday nights. You know that for a fact. He's at the Black Forge. That's where it starts. It starts at the Black Forge. He gets too messy, and before you know it, he's at the penthouse suite, not coming home. Anyway, my man and I have created a beautiful life together. I love him. I trust him. I believe him. Oh my God. This is the pinnacle of shilling your base, folks. This is political here. Yeah, this is what the shekel sound like. Yeah, there's no war crimes. We didn't kill no babies. Or they're arguing about the numbers. Oh, no, it wasn't 80,000 babies. It was 60,000. Okay then, sorry. That's okay then. If it's as long as it's 60,000, not 80,000, that's okay. Yeah, moody shekel. Anyway, I love him, I trust him, and I believe him. Our 4 beautiful children whose smiling faces and happy hearts are testimony to the man he is. Well, not really, I'm afraid. Loads of people have kids. Jimmy Savile had kids. Well, he didn't, but let's say Jimmy Savile did have kids. Oops. What does that mean? This is what you call greenwashing. Oh, let's put a moody picture up with the family in that, because he's not this guy. Yeah. Does Conor McGregor drop in on a Tuesday or a Wednesday? Probably drops in. Don't make him a family guy, does it? From the thing and even I don't think based on the evidence we have in my court, I couldn't have said on the balance of probabilities he's guilty, for me personally, from what I've seen personally. That said, he's admitted to the parts that are relevant to the beautiful children. Meaning that when they grow up, yeah, if you really cared about your children, it's one thing if you're doing things on the sneaky deaky, and no one knows and you're off the map. But this guy's been wild. He's just out there on Instagram with birds and just spark in front of D, just mugging D off. Yeah? And no doubt when these kids are older, in 10 years or whatever, their friends are going to be saying, oh, look how your dad treats your mum, pulling this bird's hair. Oh, I bet your dad gave her the pipe and your mum was watching in the cupboard. Those are the kind of bars that will be 100%. Yeah, because you best believe if my son went to school with D Devlin's kids, them bars will be brought there. I'll be saying, yeah, put this bar on. Say, why is your daddy mugging your mumsy off like that for? Sparking her face. Right? That's what would happen. They get bullied. That's what would happen, people. Let's call a spade here. Yeah? You know the conversation to YB will be putting his kids onto if they was going to school with the McGregors. Yeah, bullied is what it would be. And YB, it's not right to bully. That's what would happen though. Yeah, because your mum and dad are on the swingers, and the YB and my dad knows about it, so he put you on. He exposed you. Anyway, let's carry on. Our 4 beautiful children whose smiling faces and happy hearts are testimony to the man he is. No one is entitled to comment on our relationship. Just say you're swinging then, man. Yeah? Come out and say, don't comment on our relationship because we are swingers and we're committed to the cause. Yeah? Do that. Don't make our... Oh, the bar she's putting out there is... She's putting out there the conservative... the conservative, traditional, trad family type bars. Don't judge us, we're trad. No, you're not trad. Yeah? You are new age swinging parents. The new age non-nuclear family. You can call it new. Oh, he lives at home. Living at home and shagging birds all weekend. I wouldn't call that a nuclear family personally. All buck wild and that. On La Coca. You ring in how many people, how many phone calls do you think Conor McGregor has put into Daniel Kinahan on a weekly basis? Right? Yeah, that's not nuclear family-esque. Yeah, you can't be really serious about a nuclear family when you're spending half your time on the phone to Dan and or checking Dan and or putting Dan's gear up your nose and or recovering from putting Dan's gear up your nose. It's a big cycle. All that time you spend with Dan. Pause. Yeah, in one way or another. We trust one another and love one another. I mean, it's just is she a downtrodden woman? I'm not sure what she is. I'm not sure what she's doing here. Is she really that naive? Some women are that naive though. It's a bit like them kids at school who were really naughty and their parents are just in denial. Oh, it's not my kid, kind of thing. No one's there. It's like, oh no, he's not a dirty dog and he's really trustworthy. Fucking hell. And we've seen evidence as well. It's not like, it was only a few weeks ago, I showed you the video, it was only a few weeks ago, McTapper's pulling another woman's hair right in front of D. And this was, bear in mind, D goes on to say, I'm going to show you in a minute, she goes on to say, oh, we talked about this and we put it under the rug in 2018. So she's known about this for 5 years at least or whatever. And 3 months ago, whilst this was going on and she was aware, this is happening. McGregor's out there dancing and pulling some random bird's hair, and D's just like, it's like, whoa, that's a violation. But she's down with it. She's freaky with it, D is. And then there's some people saying, oh, I think True Geordie said, oh, I love this. D's a real ride or die. No, I don't. I think it's whack. The way I like to look at things, yeah, what would you want your daughter doing? It's no good. A lot of these conserver cuck types. True Geordie's a conserver cuck. He sucks Trump off. Oh, yes, the man should dominate and the man should be able to do whatever. No, that's just weak. I don't like seeing weakness anywhere. I don't like seeing anyone get mugged off, and that's a mugging. So she's accepting it, so it's obviously it's not all McGregor's fault. She has the power, but a lot of them, they're like, oh, well, I'm doing it for the kids. Really? Your dad's a cokehead, man. Let's call it a spade. Your dad's a messy cokehead, man. He loves hookers. What's there to be with the kids about, right? At that point, sort yourself out. Yeah, Conor, get off the coke, get off the hookers, and then we can talk about something. That's what he needs to do. She just sent his ass to rehab. He has sex addiction and Dan the Man Kinahan addiction. Sort that out. That's what a real strong woman would say that. Because even if you forget about the sex part, it's documented now in court, he's off the coke. Yeah? So if she really cared about him and her and her family and her man, setting boundaries is good for everyone, is the point I'm making. It'll be good for his life, if he cleans his life up. Because we know where coca goes. Listen, if you can do it recreationally a bagger man, recreationally, Friday, Saturday night, maybe. If you like that, then that's one thing. If you're bang on it, I believe McTapper's bang on it 24/7. You see him in the Black Force, like, day and night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it would actually be beneficial to him to set boundaries and get him to fix up. Because at this point, and it's already proven this, if McGregor sat down and had this conversation with D, telling her all these things that was, oh, sorry I cheated on you, and years later or months later, he's out there pulling another bird's hand, you haven't taught him nothing. What have you taught him? Clearly nothing, because he's mugging you off, sparking your face. So you're sitting there playing the family card, but you ain't really helping your family like that. That's what you're not doing. Yeah, you're not helping your family at all. You're enabling. That's enabler. She's enabling is debauchery. That's what she's doing. Enabling it. And we've seen how it ends before. Conor McTapper's not the first guy to be bang on the gears and bang on the hookers. That's pretty much what they all do. It might be okay for McTapper. He might wind up not fully going off the edge like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson proper fell off, didn't he? McTapper's got the new age social media where he'll always be able to make money, so he probably won't be down bad. Same as Mike, really. But still, what have you taught him here? You've essentially, provably endorsed his funky looking behaviour. Yeah, because 6 years later, he's still, and this is what he's doing publicly. Publicly, he's right in front of his wife, his family, traditional family, conservative family. And he's out there grinding with a woman and pulling her hair. Like, even that in itself, if it was my man, if I was a woman, I don't want my man pulling no one's. I don't want my man, pause, pulling my hair like that. What do you think this is, man? Yeah, this ain't 5000 BC. We ain't Nathaniel Isles. Never mind someone else. It's just icky behaviour, innit? Pulling someone's hair. Like, what are you, 5 years old? Fix up, man. Act like a man. You ain't got to be pulling hair like that. It's weird, isn't it? It's a weird little thing. So I tell him, you need to fix up, man. Don't be out with me. Yeah, if you want to be out with the boys, acting all weird and pulling on women's hair, you do that. Yeah, but when you're out with me, you come correct. Don't be pulling no one's hair. Yeah, we grown now. We don't pull hair. That's what I'd have told him. Yeah, so get to rehab and sort your shit out and let me know how you get on. And in 6 months we'll reevaluate. And if you don't come correct, I'm taking half. And you ain't seeing the kids until you fix up. So I tell the judge, you're on the coke. Yeah, you need clean tests to see these kids. Oops. That's how you fix this cat's ass. He respects boundaries. That's what he respects. And he ain't been given no boundaries. Since he's been on, he hasn't been given no boundaries. He hasn't been given none. They ain't gonna let him do what he wants. They ain't gonna let him act buck wild. No one give him no boundaries. And I'd fix him up real quick. That's what he'd get with the YB. If the YB was zesty and Conor McTapper's wife, he'd get fixed up super quick. You best believe that one. Anyway, we got some we got some more bars here. She came out shilling some more. And now she's going in, basically. She's roasting the victim. I don't think she was a victim like that, but let's call it the victim sake. She's roasting Nikita Hand. Here we go. Imagine a woman, you can see it here, D Devlin's Instagram. Imagine a woman with her own boyfriend and child texting provocative pictures of herself to another woman's man with a family and child on the way. This woman claims to know me, yet still went ahead and sent messages and pictures of herself over and over to my man. Some corny dude in the comments the other day, oh, maybe he was messaging her. Explain this. Now, is D Devlin lying? This isn't obviously a court transcript. I don't believe she's lying out here. Especially at this point, that would be libelous if it didn't happen. And they'd sue them for lying. I don't know. But yeah, I'm taking this as gospel. She's sending messages. Is it his fault? And that's where D goes wrong here. D's right. The bars here against the woman are correct. Where she goes wrong, though, is like a lot of these women, yeah, these cucked women. Oh, not my man. You know what I mean? They become really, what's the word? They become really like, oh, that's my man. That's my man. They're really just chilling it. Oh, you knew that he had a family. People, what did Andrew Tate tell you? Andrew Tate told you, man, that men, and I agree, men, yeah, men hold, and tell a lie. Tate says some of this, but he don't really give you the true bars. I'm fixing to give you, man, the true bars. Men hold ultimate responsibility and ultimate accountability for their actions. Women can't really be held accountable like that unless they're based. Yeah, they just can't. They're too all over the place, man. Loose as a goose. You understand? Their heads in the clouds and shit most of the time. Yeah, that's what their heads be doing. So on that basis, you can't play. Oh, this woman was doing that. Conor knew what he was doing. He's a man. Yeah, and he need to take responsibility and accountability for that. 50 hookers could throw themselves at you. What are you gonna do? Oh, I didn't know. I couldn't run fast enough. They just caught up with me, and my willy ended up knee deep in her. Take it. Come on now. It's weak. And in my opinion, this case is messy. Yeah? Conor looks bad, and she looks bad. So D really should have no opinion. They're both dogs. And that's the answer. That's where it should have begun and start. I don't really care for the details. I don't want to hear from Nikita Han. She's a liar. Based on the fact she lied to her own boyfriend and baby. So forget about her. And McTapper, the same situation. I bet McTapper wasn't saying, yeah, I'm in the hotel with a few birds, D. So he's the same. So forget about both of them. And that's where the blame lies here with both people. Whatever happened on that night, during an adulterous interaction, is between them and God. I don't want to hear no one crying. I don't want to hear Conor McTapper crying because he got sued. You shouldn't have been out with random birds when you've got family and kids at home that you're supposed to be running a nuclear family with. And equally, she's the same. So whatever happened there is on you two. Yeah? In my opinion. Between you and God at this point. Anyway, this woman claims to know me and yet went ahead and sent messages and pictures of herself over and over to my man. See, it's like ownership. My man. It's my man. He's not your man though, is he? Because that thing wasn't even that nice. So really, McTapper's any... I saw another video of McTapper as well. Some ting with crossed teeth. I was like, whoa, these kebab man are buck wild, man. Some ting with crossed teeth. He was in the bed. Let's have a look. Conor McGregor in bed with a random woman. This was it here. Proper. This thing looks like she's off the dark and the light. If I'm honest, this off the Top Boy. This looks to me, yeah, looks like an Irish Top Boy thing. That's the truth, honestly. That's what it looks like. Watch this one here. Wait there, it zooms in a sec. One sec. What's going on with this moody thing here? Here we go. It's your birthday, and a nigga made I'm the cream with the crop, and I know you want some. Nigga, yeah, I did it, and it can be undone. It's on my lap, when she wanna love some. So you can see it there. If you zoom, that's McTapper. If you know, look, he's got his cauliflower ears. That's McTapper there. Look at this thing here. You know, it's like tacky as well. It's a tacky. This is like a. Probably a sniffhead actually. I don't think she's on the light of the dark. She might be on the light of the dark. This kind of sniffhead though, these escalate. Yeah, all she needs is the dodgy accident at work and she'll be off the perkies. That's what she'll be off. She'll be off the perkies and then she'll end up off the Top Boy. That's what will happen. This thing here. I can just tell. Look at this man. What, you wouldn't believe, would you, McTapper? Yeah, whatever you say about her, she comes across quite... No, she is. She's like a proper woman. Yeah, now I don't agree with the way she's shilling her base and trying to suck her man off like he's doing something like that for her, but quality, when you see even Paris Fury, for example, you observe quality there. They all have flaws, obviously, but it's not like, this is just trash. Yeah? Some Peckerwood looking ting. Some M&M ting, man. That's what it looked like. Look at this ting here. Come on, man. All tongue out. Her breath looked hot as well. Let's call it a spade. Yeah? If you were to rate the temperature of her breath on a scale of 0 to chilly hot, what would you say? Stop playing. You know it's chilly hot. She got chilly hot breath. You know she beating them cheesy Doritos as well. You know them birds there. Be careful of any woman, yeah, who after a night out want to be eating them hot chili Doritos. It's a no. Yeah, put your hot breath somewhere else, man. Brush them teeth. Listerine. Listerine's what you need, this chick here. Yeah? Type of messy looking ass dude. And this was a while ago, to be honest. This was back in 2020. So she said she knew back in 2018. And this is what he's doing. And this is the man you're defending. It's a dirty dog. Seriously, it's a dirty dog. At least if he was messing with the primo things, D could feel like, well, my man's prestigious, but he's just messing with her. Come on now. She's messing with the Top Boy things. Yeah, the nitty. This is the borderline nitty here, in my opinion. In the future, 5 years from now, I guarantee you this thing will be lining up. And what's that place called in Top Boy? What's that block called? She'll be lining up at the block for a bit. That's what she'll be doing. Come on now. Anyway, D made another post. Is that another post? No, it's the same one. Been talking for a while still. Here we go. Really? Sending her pictures of herself to my man. Really? Whilst out on a 3-day bender. Texting excuses to her own child at home. Where mammy is on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, into Monday morning. All the while out of her face in a hotel room, dancing around a hotel car park. What sort of woman are you? Now, That's why I mean she lost the case in my eyes. And people say, oh, you haven't seen the evidence. I tend to agree. When you're people, do you know how old was she? She must have been 30 years old. To be 30 years old, have a baby at home and a man at home. I mean, even when I was 18, I wasn't. A 3-day bender's like quite phenomenal. You've really got to be, even if you're at uni though, you're not out, right? Even if you went out 3 nights in a row at uni, you're not out on the street in random locations for 3 nights. You go out, you come back to your room, you clean up, you get something to eat, you go back out again. She's actually out walking the street for 3 days. That is seriously kind of degenerate behaviour. Yeah? That's what the tweakers be doing. That is literally tweaker-esque. Yeah? Team bugging be doing that. If you're a professional tweaker, if you're, I don't know, off the Breaking Bad, if you're off the Breaking Bad, that's a Breaking Bad kind of movement, out for 3 days. No one else does that. No one else does that. Even if you're off the there's a few sniffheads to be fair, be a bit wild, but for the main, it's the Breaking Bad cats. Yeah? Because most people just want to do 2-2 sniffer and then go to sleep later on that day, the same day kind of thing, early hours. They don't want to be out, going back out all smelly and whatnot. There's a few messy sniffers still, but for the most part, generically speaking, this is a tweaker movement. So she probably off the Breaking Bad as well, if I'm honest, is bugging for 3 days. And the point is, when you're tweaking off the Breaking Bad, methamphetamines, allegedly, you do a bunch of wild things. She probably got knocked over by a car. Yeah, how many tweakers have you seen get knocked over by a car? Or she fell off a bridge somewhere and she don't remember it. That's how she got all bust up. Because to be out for 3 days, you're not. No one sober can do that. You're knackered after one night, right? You're knackered. You don't want to be. No one wants to do that otherwise. If you're not seriously chemically enhanced, no one wants to be out 3 days from going home, not eating properly and whatnot. This is ridiculous. So she was off to Breaking Bad. Yeah, she's off to Breaking Bad. I think either she fell off a bridge somewhere or someone else punched her up. That's what I believe happened. Because 3 days. I'm not sure when the allegations took place on a Saturday, I think, as well. Saturday to Sunday. So she was out a full another 36 hours or something like that. I'm not sure. I could look into the details. But either way, she was out a bag of days where she wasn't just with McGregor solely. There's reasonable doubt in my mind. Yeah. And the problem with a lot of these juries is a lot of these juries don't understand the psychology behind the concepts I'm explaining to you. Yeah, I understand the implications I understand the implications of what it means to be out for 3 days. Everyone else is. I don't know what the jury's thinking. What human beings out for 3 days? You've got to be super duper messy, and hence any bruising or whatever else has to be discounted. I don't know what you was doing. What was you doing up for 3 days? Is the better question. Yeah, what was you doing up for 3 days when you got a baby and man at home asking where you are? Oh, you was tweaking. Okay, that's on you. Yeah, no one asked your ass to get you know what I mean, 100%. You could have had a little session and called it a night like everyone else does. No, you wasn't. Yeah, you was on the Tweaker Express. You was off to Breaking Bad, and that's your fault, in my opinion, allegedly. Anyway, it goes on here. She says, is that the right one? I think I've done them in the wrong order here. And this is the right one here still. So she then says, my sons will be warned women like you exist in the world. Yeah, but what about your daughters? Your daughters also need to be warned that there's dirty dogs like your husband that also exist. That's probably the better message as well. Well, both messages are valuable. The McTappers will have clout and influence and coins, so they should warn their sons. Don't be messy like your dad. Yeah? That's what she should tell him. Also, the daughters, though, don't be trying to suck some dude off with clout. How about that? And I mentioned it a while ago about Nikita Hand. This is a lesson for her to learn in life. It's not a civil case. It's not a criminal case. It's a lesson, a life lesson. Yeah? Don't be out tweaking for 3 days. Bottom line. When you got a baby at home that you love so much and I'm so grateful. You weren't grateful that night or for them 3 days. Oh, YB, it's not a crime to tweak for 3 days. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The fact is, it's like, you have to discount an individual like that. Unless if you've been held against your will for 3 days, that's different. But if you're just out, how bad was it? How traumatic was it if you was out for 3 days? It couldn't be that bad. You'd have gone home after the first day, for example. You'd have gone home immediately. Once you left McGregor, she didn't. So she was buzzing. Geeked is what she was. She goes on. CCTV does not lie. I look forward to the day the world will see the footage of you on that night and the carry on of you. Not a bother on you having the time of your life. And they've seen the footage. They was in the court. And I wonder about it, especially these big media cases. They should really out the evidence for the public. It's not fair, but obviously in this day and age, the media don't. And the media and the cabal, they don't really care about the truth or anything else. They're just trying to run a narrative. I did a search yesterday about McGregor. I showed you on the video the day before, asking a specific question, and it comes back with, because of McTapper, the reporting of grapes have gone up millions. It's like it wasn't even relevant. So it just shows you that they just want people. If it was about the truth, put all the evidence out there, man. Why has it got to be behind closed doors for? Yeah, because you man air him out. I don't know whether he's guilty or innocent. Yeah, but if the media has the right to air him out publicly, they should also be able to air out all the evidence and put it out there. Here's all the evidence, people, and at least we're then fully informed, rather than getting all the highlight hit bits that the media want to tell you or whatever else. Not a bother on you having the time of your life. This is the real evidence. And I mean, if that's true, and it was in the court, it did say that. Yeah, I'm sorry, people, all the cucks out there. Just because she was having fun after being violently raped, doesn't mean she wasn't raped. You bugging? I'm sorry, people. If I go to Diddy's party, yeah, and he gives me the take it, I'm not all yeah. Oh, you see me walking out the hotel like this. Right? There's going to be nothing to be excited about. So make it make sense. You have to have a bit of logic in your head, which a lot of you man don't, because you're estrogenic and low IQ. If it's true that she was buzzing after getting punched up and Donkey Konged and didn't like it, it doesn't follow that she's all laughing and kissing his arm. Sorry, declined in my book, because I know what I'd do if Diddy give it to me. Yeah? There'd be nothing to be smiling about. You'd just been popped. Had your dinner pushed back in for you, so there's nothing to be laughing about, right? At the very least, at the very most, you might kind of crack a smile to try and de-escalate the situation, not to let him know that you're hurting inside. But you're not going to be like all full of beans and kissing him on the arm, are you? That's what you're not going to be doing, people. If Diddy took your backside, are you going to be kissing him on the arm afterwards and you didn't like it? Stop playing. Estrogenic, man. That's what you are. And I'm not saying I don't like McGregor like that. I think he's a dirty dog. But this case is weak, bottom line. Not enough. Video footage no one knew was being taken in the moment, which you were and that's the thing. She said, I don't remember that. I don't remember kissing his arm. I don't remember this. Well, whether you remember it or not, darling, yeah, it's there. And it completely contradicts your narrative. So get out of here. And not enough people have really called a spade a spade. They're all kind of True Geordie's there, like, I'm not saying left or right. I'm just sitting on the fence so I can suck in all the whatever. I don't really want to tell you the truth. I'm just going to sit here and, do you know what I mean? In fact, True Geordie, before the verdict came out, he was more leaning on Conor's side. Now it's gone against him, and everyone's seen the media backlash. True Geordie's like, whoa, I don't know, I wasn't there. Corny ass dude, man. Call a spade a spade. You're meant to be a grown ass man. Big bulbous, bold looking grown ass man as well. How big's True Geordie? 300 pounds? A 300 pound man can't call a spade a spade. Yeah? What's wrong with the world? To me, it looks like you're the one actually assaulted in the lift. Well, D, alright, you're stretching now, darling. Come on, D, man, you're stretching now. That's what D would love to believe in her own mind. Oh yeah, my man was assaulted, and she dragged him to the hotel and put a Bill Cosby in her drink, and put a Bill Cosby in his drink, and he didn't know. That in her mind, that's how it went. I actually think that D's kind of, what's the word they call it? What's that one when someone kidnaps you and you get an affinity towards your kidnapper? So D's like, oh yes, Conor, I believe you, my king. Yeah, she seduced you and intoxicated you, and you had to give her the willy. In her mind, she ain't giving him no responsibility here. It's all everyone else's fault. And Nikita Hand is a liar. I'm not gonna lie, but it took two to tango. and both have lessons. Conor, don't be a dirty dog, and Nikita Hand, don't be tweaking for 3 days. Yeah, that's what the judge should have handed down here, if anything. Some solid life lessons. Instead, it's like, oh, let's jump on the bandwagon and make out that Conor McGregor's second name is Ted Bundy. That's how people are going on now. Oh, we found Ted Bundy, man. Yeah. Conor McGregor dragged the bird off the street and she did. Come on, man. That's not what happened. To me, it looks like you're okay. To me, it looks like everyone is trying to get away from you. Probably was as well. She's obviously seen the footage because she was there. Is that the last one? Is it the last one? I don't even know. Yeah, it must be the last one still. So, that's the last one, folks. Those are the bars. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, click off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.